Today, we get a lot of things then for Leone table concerning COVID-19 na Salone. All the developments then, and all the things where government of Salone want me and you for know today about coronavirus na Salone. Make a begin for give the updates of the figures then, where the government's give 11 a.m. Salone time this morning. The government will make me say 18 new COVID-19 positive cases them. 9 we get today. Where because of that 18 day, give it a total of 82 confirmed cases. Yes, today 18 we give it the highest of confirmed case number since we get with first index case the 31st of March. Now today we get the highest number in one day. 18. 11 a.m. The death be still 2. 2 9 we been get. And we get 10 recoveries. That number did not change it. However, remember, yesterday we get 702 people already in quarantine, but today we don't get 891. 891 people in quarantine. And I saw the numbers them. They, as I be tell you, but the active cases them within an isolation center right now, now the entire country, now 70. 70. We get 100 beds. We get 70 active cases them now isolation center. If you want to look at by district, Kenema still hold on to 3, Putloko 6, Tonkolili 2, Western Area Rural 7, Western Area Urban 64. Nafriton. If you want to add save the rural way, make up of Waterloo and all the areas, then you go see now 71 out of the 82. So we already know say Freetown at the epicenter. This is what we're dealing with right now in Sierra Leone. 70 people. Now they're in there right now. Now isolation center. We get COVID-19. With the numbers here, waiting na you thought. Then they were announced na be the 11 a.m. yon. But the ministry become on again at 2 o'clock for giving another update. And at this then at the update. Then say the one make you know say as at 11 a.m. today, when at the 24th of April 2020, the cumulative, that way you don't add all of them confirmed case them, now be total 82. And the total of death now be 2. None of which linked to any treatment center them. Yeah, that's true that. They always want to make, they always they repeat this. For say the people away they die, not to the treatment center. Well, they remind you back now and say, the total as of 11 a.m. now be 2 deaths, and none of them not linked to any treatment center. They say, however, a third death has been recorded. And that third person there, we lost in life to COVID-19 as alone. Now a 37 years of age man. We don't get waiting. We don't get in the 70s. We don't get in the 60s. Now we get in the 30s. A 37 years of age man, also not from any treatment center inside the country. They say this person, he presents symptoms of COVID-19 na Connaught Hospital. But he passed away before they able take in specimen from him. You there here? You remember the first one? They say, then take the specimen, we then go do the test. By the time they come back, him be the lost in life. And that be the first person. The second person, him be still there alive with the result come on. He test positive. Then say, then put an ambulance for pull him from Choitram to 34. Now they a loss in life inside the ambulance. This one, they say, he begin show that symptom. Then he lost in life. But still yet, then go ahead and take the swab. And when the results come, it come positive. So the one let me you know say that number there of this positive person is already then be done already Adam by the 82. So in number come two side. It come by the total confirmed to 82. Then now we don't come by the total number of death. 3. So they say their hearts go to the bereaved family. Even we serve Nasera Network here. We serve one for sympathize with the bereaved family. The one make you know say the experts then go continue for provide analysis on the data and help make we all understand what's in the go on. And say the important thing right now for make we always stay safe. Always stay safe. Then the updates. Now the same numbers. The only two way go up. Now the total number of deaths. Now we don't go to 3. And the one will know say all them 70 people them within an active isolation center there now. They say they all they do stable. This night the government be given at 2 o'clock. You know, say people I don't call say we need transparency. We need transparency. Well, we go candy because numbers they don't come out. We go candy. But you know, so okay, like for people quick na Guinea because we bother today, so you find out they know what's in the happen there. Today, the 24th of April, 2020, Guinea gained 92 new cases. Yesterday, remember how much they get? 101. Today they get 92. Now they don't get a total of 954 confirmed cases na Guinea. Yes? Guinea don't get 954. But however, because then they get more numbers, then they discharge more patients them where they able to beat COVID-19. Today on, 21 people be able to beat COVID-19 in Guinea. We give now a total of 191 people them we don't beat COVID-19. But still yet, then they had 6, we lost their life. And we don't want Sierra Leone, because now we're only 3. Guinea with all the high numbers them. Then still they at 6, the people them we lost their life to COVID-19. We not even reach Amos. We don't lost 3 already. We hope say, just like how we talked yesterday, early detection. But let's look what's in the happen at Liberia. Liberia, they announced 12 new cases. Now they don't reach 117, and they don't total. But then we release 5. We're able to beat COVID-19, and now then get a total of 25 people them. We don't beat coronavirus in Liberia. But again, then don't lost 8 people them to the virus. So even though they not get that kind of number where Guinea get, then don't lost 8 people them. Guinea with all the numbers them, then don't lost 6. Salone, we don't lost 3. And this the government will make me and you know about them money them where they come inside. And say update on COVID-19 account. Remember say now one pot. All man they come, they put inside. So they want make me you know waiting come inside. Waiting they don't spend. However, since they get a total of waiting they don't spend, it will be fine. Make them give you the breakdown of how they spend them. But we hope say the next one then go to give you. If they get a total, definitely they're supposed to get a breakdown. They say the general public, the one for inform we say, when they be open the COVID-19 special account at the Bank of Salone, the government of Salone and also private sector companies then, now this amount then pay inside the account. We come up to 39,709,280,000 leones. That's the one way they in leones. And for the one way they in dollars, now $50,000. As then support towards for make we able for beat coronavirus na Salone. And then number ya, now them gather them all for meet up the 23rd of April. Where me say today the 24th no mix day if anything become inside. But I saw the money them become inside. Government of Sierra Leone. I didn't take the lead. Government will make me, you know, say, now then first put 35 billion leones towards fighting COVID-19 in Sierra Leone. When they open the account, now then force, and then put the 35 billion. After that, NP, when at the National Petroleum, they themselves put 1 billion. Leone Oil, then put 750 million. Total Salon, then put 459,280,000. QCell Salon, then put 60 million. Searite Mining Company, then put 1 billion leones. United Bank of Africa, UBA, then put 1,440 million leones. People in big ask, where AfriCell? Since QCell give 60 million and at the last open for begin do business and salon at the mobile company, we don't get AfriCell, we don't do all side, all over. We get Orange, we do all over. So people and they ask, where are they? Because we go find out, say, the one the way they do petroleum products, then try their own, like NP and Leone Oil. Some people will ask, say, so we still get mining company then a salon? Yes, we do. And Searite Mining Company, then put 1 billion. ECOWAS Bank for Development, then Narengi $50,000. ECOWAS Bank for Development. So now this the one make me, you know, total expenditure as at the 23rd of April 2020, they don't spend 17 billion 175,184,656 leones. I try you for calling me big money. Yeah? They say now waiting and get now balance within the account now 22 billion 534 million and 95,343 and 20 leones. Plus that 50,000, they're not touch it. $50,000 is still in the account. Breeze the blow and fine. The public is also informed that the Ministry of Health and Sanitation, through the Integrated Project Administration Unit, is managing the $7.5 million where World Bank be key for fund COVID-19 emergency preparedness and response project, and reallocated funds under the ongoing project of the ministry. You want to make a that part the back, but that's $7.5 million where World Bank be key. We make a them back. The public is also informed that the Ministry of Health and Sanitation, through the Integrated Project Administration Unit, is managing the $7.5 million. The World Bank funded COVID-19 emergency preparedness and response project and reallocated funds under the ongoing project of the ministry. So that's $7.5 million day. That one the ministry in the Andulam, they get project for them. The public is reassured that all expenditures relating to COVID-19 will be affected from the above-mentioned account only when authorized by the sole requesting authority, the National Emergency Operation Centers and in accordance with the Public Financial Management Act of 2016. Signed, Sir L. Jusu, Financial Secretary, on the 24th of April, 2020. You hear you? Again, me go kindly ask. I know say the list go long. I know say the list go really long, but if they can get a total, definitely we can get a breakdown. So if we go, say because of transparency, let's go fully. Let me go fully. So that we not go left space. Because the way it is right now, space diddy. Let me come to the topic of the day. We still get opportunity for Rob Mott to the one day. But this evening, and the government of Salon me and you know this. For say, this is to notify the general public. For say the inter-district partial lockdown and the curfew, they will remind we back say it starts from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. due to lapse on Saturday, the 25th of April 2020. They say for dawn, because say they be put and say now 2 weeks. So on Saturday, tomorrow, if for dawn, have been extended till further notice. And now they done again. Has been extended till further notice. But again, listen, waiting and see. Persons conveying essential goods and services shall apply online. Further details go come soon. You will want go up and down with essential goods. They say now online for apply. I don't know if you get the opportunity for make you watch the talk to the camera. We will do with the drivers union president, where he explained during that 3 days lockdown. After that, this particular lockdown, remember, then we begin say, na pass. If you not get pass, inter-district, you not for go. That first one, the way they go, I must pass with them game. Then game 4 pass. And I will shebam. And more people be there, we get goods them for go, now the provinces with. And we not even hear about them one day who come on at the province come na Freetown. So where they serve the committee see the strain by this past business, and then change them. They say, you know what, forget it. As long as the essential goods you travel with, just go no more. But when 9 o'clock meets you for pack, till 6 in the morning, then you continue your journey. But now they don't change them back. And now they say now for apply online. So the drivers them, are they the one going to be applying? Or are the people that will get the goods? Because even some complaint can have our own table about people them we get essential goods and market them plaza them from the provinces, where then they send them plazas to canton. But they're not able to follow the drivers them. Pademba Road get for full after the lockdown. Because we don't want we don't send markets kind of tongue. We're not able to follow the markets there. where they get for commot and the provinces after lockdown, where then they come for their money. Then they market to man. Beaucoup de pas de marodo. We don't interview a lot. Well, they're gonna market to people that they talk say then company and they pay them road for waiting. For business way go bad. Whether one and they go come on the province come for the money. Money no dey. But now this the government want make me, Then put numbers in there, say for more information, make you contact them. And you get a stamp now for Social Solomon Jamil, Esquire, when the spokesperson, he approved this message. Till further notice. But we all know, say they're not going to lift them up. Because right now, Freetown is the epicenter. If you join Freetown and the rural, are 71 cases. That's a lot. Out of 82. So if you look back, Freetown, I don't think so we get for ask question again about the coronavirus in Sierra Leone being in the community. Since the 3 deaths that we don't get, none not the radar of the Ministry of Health and Sanitation. Not in the radar of the COVID community, the one the way they run at. And today, what will be the pass around, will be the still try for verify them, for say, the person will be the treat the first case, the doctor, in and no quarantine. But all the nurses that will be the working at that ward day. They all in quarantine them. So the nurses now, they say, why not then them for quarantine no more? What about the doctor? When I be there in charge of that ward day and I be there see to that patient. We hope say the doctor, if I do the right thing, make it do the right. Only one that we don't do the right thing, we see how we end up. Good. The one that we don't do the right thing end up good. But we no go want for any other thing. We go lead to something we not go good for talk. We come off from them. And they open the phone line. Yourself get opportunity for call and be part of the program. With all waiting at all in a table. Waiting you want pick from. I go read some of the messages them where concern the program where we dey on right now. Bobo Labo say, he say, indeed, Freetown is the pivot of this COVID-19. Michael Kabo make we know say, we lost one of his Sierra Leonean brother within Philadelphia today, the 24th of April 2020, to COVID-19. We want to say, making soul rest in peace, and we send we condolence to in family them. Issa Mani say, he saying things say government for on the hospital. The hospital them we know to part of the COVID-19 treatment center name. That's not from Issa Manish. Yes, caller, are you live on here? You name and no side the call from, please.
You know me to talk to?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's not I the call from US.
You get the platform, sir.
Okay, me, I want to talk about this this money we just talk about, and this $7.5 million you said the World Bank give, what do they give the money towards?
The 7.5 million now for help for fight COVID-19 na salon them be give different country them we na 7.5 million na World Bank give.
Okay, so this account then open a bank of salon. What in that account is for?
They say now one pot for all the money where they come for COVID-19 for fight COVID-19.
So then why is that 7.5 million not placed in the account there? So they get one account where they deal with everything. So anything the Ministry of Health want, they have to go through the process to get the amount of money they need from that account. Why two separate accounts?
Well, according to waiting then tell we, they say there is a project where Ministry of Health and Sanitation they do. So that money they then go use for continue the same project when for fight COVID-19 as alone.
All that is well and good, but that money is supposed to be in one account. Anything we don't want to do, then go through the procedure and then do checks and balances, then get the money from that account. I don't see any reason for them to have two accounts. That's not the point of the try for race. That's what I'm looking at. I don't see any reason for them to have two accounts where the money would they receive for towards the COVID-19, and the COVID-19 has the main account which is at the Bank of Salon. That's my contribution. I don't know why they open two separate accounts. They look fishy to me.
I thank you very much, Ayo. Thank you, sir.
Okay, yeah. Sure.
Yes, caller, ID live on air. Your name and who the call from?
Yeah, good evening. Good morning. Me na Alusain on them. They call from London.
Yes, Alusain, you get the platform.
Thank you very much, Triple A. The first thing I be one for touch on this pass system way this person can introduce. That is to say, them forget pass before then they travel with food item. Okay, if now so then decide for do people no go get problem with that, provided make them do them pass there for the people because it's not to like something we you say una they come for to line because rest no day una come for can to line for rest. This now a disease way is very very dangerous now the world. So certain thing in the now una way they in charge now that they put the measures them, then now una for provide some of them things there. Because I don't even know why make they introduce pass system for say the inter-district travel, somebody forget pass. Okay, why una not go put enough officers in the street and their officers they let them be genuine people and we ready for work for the country and put behind them back all them bad job they would be done they do now the country for the sake of coronavirus, make them take them very serious. And for example, if you just talk about plazas, to be honest, to me, make any sense for the post we get in plazas, loading plazas now the truck, then go to another day. Indeed, you correct what you talk. Now, Padeba Road, but who will get for end up na Padeba Road? Because if they can't collect the money and not get them, then Allah can't take place. Court na Pademba Road. So why not go introduce something which will be very, very straightforward for people? The people are not go find them very difficult because this not to the people that invite this thing. This na come. So because now una done it before, now una they put measures them for let them people are able to go through them here very, very easy. But for say let somebody go apply for pass. Then they make one sense, Triple A. Then they know to think with Solomon Jamiru.
And online back. Online. That's the other thing.
When I see Dandy, I feel I feel disturbed. I said, what in? How somebody go apply online for pass? Why una no go put them? Just like as you be talk earlier on about the drivers union, at least in the message, the way the head of them way they talk, he say, indeed what he talk, when they say they give them how many motoka they get past 80 motoka there, where you go now 4 past 9 and give them 4 pass. He say whether they able for give Makini 1, Konon 1, Kenema 1, Bo 1, all the other one they nothing. Pass way later now the government, the president say okay, well now let them left. Just like as you say, I believe that that's Solomon Jamigo for we don't do. If we don't say okay now, essential food stuff are allowed to still travel. We not go introduce pass system, but if they introduce pass system, self, you go can't take them so side. But we still get officers in a line where they supervise the motorcar them. Learn and they give information to people. And because one AAA, this coronavirus, we know say it day every sign of the world now. But let them not try for help people and for protect their life, then they suffer them back. Because right now, people in the suffer in that country, if you want to put law for say people and not for travel, fair enough. But the food side, let them allow the one to get them food and let them go to sit down and then talk that. Let them check them properly. Before because me, I don't want to go to because the thing them boku for talk, other people in the AAA. Let's just touch on this side no more and forget about that. But please, I don't think say it makes sense for let them introduce pass system. But if they say them they introduce pass system, why they don't make them pass here boku put and down free of charge for people them than you go tell people them because now, as you don't tell them for go internet now pay them they go pay. Now the internet cafe people and therefore can make business out of this. AAA, thank you very much for the good job, man. You know, Allah not only line that much other people and for talk, but it's just too much. It's too much, you know. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you very much, Alusain. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Yes, caller, you're live on air. Your name and who you call from?
I'm Ibrahim. I come from the Netherlands.
Yes, Ibrahim, you get a platform.
Yeah, now I want to touch on the lockdown small. The lockdown, I think say the government they will put one policy will be for say because if they say they lock down the country, they don't put some certain measure then. The people they attain next year, they need see result. Because number one, first, when they put lockdown first, they put some certain measure. Example, if I say all man for wear masks, will be for say post will get sick. Because this sick, if you talk or post you cough safe, post you will not get safe, you they get a true dandy. So if me wear masks, I get sick safe. If I cough, you need to transfer per post will not get on. Then you know go say all man wear masks, you know put fine. You go say, would I not wear masks? Like a Guinea, so right now, they don't put low day. Would I not wear masks at 30,000 Leones? So masks, they sell on 2,000. So people don't go buy them because you don't go and go pay 30,000. So you know, go say, like a black man with salon business stronger. You know, go say, Alama logo wear masks, you know, put fine, you know, say, we no matter wear masks, nothing that affect you. And this is not health business. You know? Because today I watch that talk to the camera. I watch on YouTube today. I see what that lady they talk to them people. You see the people had in pack. They jam themselves. They don't wear mask safe. So you know go talk say let the population know let them wear mask. You know put law at place say you don't wear mask. Now so fine now you for pay. If you don't put like 30,000 examples, if you don't wear mask at 30,000 they pay because right now for all would have fed for two. Because right now, what make me not go salon now because of this, what is it? I don't buy ticket. Unable go salon. And I want go there. What make unable go there? Now because of this airline and need to go right now. So for this sick here done, we all get with freedom. All man go about in business, doing life. But how then they go able to fit that sickly? Now the government never put certain law. They say this from today. We don't know buy max and put out. Because when you know like your safety, you know like evil body, would fine you so amount. It is if that from next day that you see all man go buy max. You know, and Shalom back, let the government back try one thing back. The way you talk about this program, Salon they no get one fan. One no country like that. Fan will be for say something they cost like $10,000 for one fan. One no country and it's shameful for us. One no country like that. We no get one fan. Look them money what they don't contribute right now. They never will buy like a 30 fan and put it itself. Because them fan they put it through then they put it through life support. For the one they don't know what a fan. Now that way before say when able breathe for yourself, that fan then they make you breathe. Then they breathe for you. You want no country like that, you never want self. And they contribute them money. That means they didn't put it in the right place. You know? So they careful look into that thing. Because if they get all that money, they want no country like that. But if you not fan themselves, why they talk to them by fan? You can forget light first before you use that fan.
Which fan you they talk about? A ventilator?
Yeah, that fan,
we get ventilators. We don't get up to 15 now. Then we don't go 5, so maybe we got up to 20. So we get
I'll tell you, thank you. Plus that password they talk about the back. That pass they get for do a simple way. Will be for say any district back. Na salon. They get for carry certain pass then they will be for say because you know we go say they lock down at the country will be for say food they can inside Freetown. That means say the food they shorting and the price they all they go up. You know? So they can for regulate that if you're not around there, all the prices they suit up. Starting this they send if not 100 pass then they send they say this here now 100 pass. Then they can go to that Freetown. Because the food they all have now upline is a commode. So if you then book out food now Freetown, that means that the food is shorting and the price they all they go up and people don't get a job, then they work. You see? So the government go for look into that. The internet what they upline, you go to print something I don't call through online. If you wish to say print something online, say if you challenge for me, I know it's possible this salon now. Will be for the rush for go print it in. So I'll let you man. Good night.
All right, thank you very much. Bye. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, take care.
Yeah. Yes, caller, I live on here. Your name and who you call from?
Emile Hassan, I call from Maryland.
You get a platform, sir.
First of all, make I use this opportunity and tell you Boku thank you and for the job we do, and for all the people who we don't participate, and to all listeners them. We pray that the fast way with Christian counterpart them don't keep, and to the one we really keep, make it go, God will help with nation. Me for one, I'm a victim of coronavirus. I know it's not a disease. I know it's a lane. I know how stressful it is.
When you say victim, what do you mean?
Yeah, I will candy.
Okay.
I get a partner we're sick, and then me being the other partner. So, but Alhamdulillah, we don't recover.
Tell God thank you.
And then the bad part of it is, and it'll teach me a lesson, because me within the alarm, I exhibit one symptoms. You understand this? But they don't appear serious. They don't look serious the way they handle this whole thing. And they talk with all seriousness. You can't know what this means. The ventilators, though they talk so, now the end stage, not for this disease. 90% of the people in New York, all the people who go through ventilator, no make up. Not to me say the governor, right? So the research, the governor say 80% of the people die. But when they do a finding very shortly on CNN and discover say all the people who go through ventilators, no make up. So the ventilator is there for other purpose. And I will just extend the thing no more because they tell you say now when you know they breathe again, if they get problem for breathe at the time they can go. You see? Now for one, we say the government want to treat this thing with some amount of seriousness, and the acting the way all the previous government they don't do now they catch up with me. Now they this. If you tell people we are going inside us, 9 o'clock, we are come on 6 o'clock. Then 6 o'clock we are go about to our business. So you mean say the disease they remain dormant at 6 to 9, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. The disease, no they operate at all, no they do it. Just they don't wait for people who in kind of house. That at the same time the people don't go capture the disease, and the same time they wouldn't get to a house, now they tell you they can't share them. Because they don't go get totally the entire house. So for me that timeline they force make no sense. This like tell me all man for sacrifice. All man for sacrifice. Even the 3 days when you get 3 days, you already don't request for state of emergency. Now the 10 days you get for user. Now the 10 days you get for user, for when begin to beat people on the street, it just makes no sense to me. All you get for do, behind this, hey, talk to the people, call the imam them, call them pastor because you listen to them pass any other person. Call the imams them, call them pastors them, hey. And the situation this world they face, this is America and the entire world is struggling. We just don't get over 50,000 people who don't die in America. People in this disease is real. People over there abroad, they are going to talk to people over Africa, make themselves understand. The way this thing on we need space, we need distance. And all the states in Nigeria follow their rules and they see a decline of the cases only they get. All the one the way to San Francisco, now the first state we get a total lockdown. You see a big city like that, you see how the thing will decline there. You see, so it work. Still not host to work. So but how people will still not host? What are not they? You don't prepare for that one day. You got some people and one grandparent, but you get past 15 people and 20 people who they live there. You know what just tell them, I'm going to sit down inside house. When I didn't want to pass the disease in between. But at the same time again, you get to remember say this disease, this sickness, here malaria, then get the same symptoms. Except for the last point where the person will breathe again. I don't know for malaria for that one day. But then get all the symptoms and are the same. So this is another problem for you to distinguish between the malaria and the symptoms. Because I know people, once somebody begin cough, the next thing I for treat and already. So everybody get for corporate. Sensitize the people and say, this now we all get for corporate. Schools there don't lock right now. Churches, the people ain't going to church, people ain't going to mosques them. Would I get for going to village, they're going to village, so they get free spaces them. But then get for talk to people them, try for quarantine, make people them go for 14 days. 14 days quarantine. I know some man go say, what did they go eat? But this disease, the angry, it gets past the die. The government they get rest with them and give them and get other things that they don't get. But the tennis for sacrifice, I see them they make 30% increment to teachers them. You don't need all them body there now. Do what they try for handle what they try for treat what in that hand. Not so that 30% increment where they go be teachers there now. But to this time you need this. Go get areas them. Go get areas them where take them people and move them. Schools, tell people and they are this. We not get for be sincere to ourselves. We get for be plain. If we are not seeing on a 15, 20 dinner hours, we are not seeing on a going to give us a social distance. We make this thing once and for all. After 14 days, we promise we will do back on our freedom, but we go strengthen the border. That means nobody know what can say again because this thing I can't encounter. So we go strengthen the border after 14 days. But yeah, we cooperate with we. We pull all the water about them. Be it private to, be it government to, all man can help. Let beaucoup policemen and go in the street. So they said that all our people who transport this disease. You don't need too much police in the street. On this, all man just cooperate. Sensitize people and radio people and they go talk to them. Let people and some man go to schools then. Let them go there for 14 days. So man go to add and call decide and get people and they cook, okay, now 50 days at this school na big school. 50 people then will get almost bag this one for this 14 days over dinner, people then will cook. Now this will get for do. That's inside 14 days, you don't know now who are sick, who are not sick. Talk to the mobile company then. All make us free. Please just give me 2 minutes to I'll conclude. Talk to the mobile company and say, they are big. This now we all tell this one we do now. When I give the people 1 month free data, free telephone call. We are sure Friday, make the call when they can't pick you. When they can't pick you, but you get for distance yourself. And this way they can't pick the person. Those are treatments they go give the person. No, the lifetime people. This disease not get any treatment. You don't get no natural treatment. You they just try to secure the person and can't go somewhere, we go isolate them more. Then the people already back tell us, okay, until this situation don't happen, they will extend on 10. We'll monitor on go get for extend on 10 small. Now we see what thing get for happen. So when at this, if they don't do this, elect can know what they do. My brother, elect them go up to and candle. We say about the help with the effect of this disease. So we Africans are quite different to them people, and me go attest to this because the way don't in a salon now for over a month, then to the guy with people the flout law, and to the people who don't die, it will show you say the effect different. And thank God to the malaria who able to accommodate the symptoms. So thank you so much, brother. Let God bless you now for everything.
All right, thank you very much, Kola. Thank you. Yes, Kola, they live on your name and inside the call from.
My name is Famaro Kuruma. I call from Algeria.
Famaro, your background loud small. I don't know if you are working Komoyan small or waiting.
Okay, largest. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Are they Algeria? I call from Algeria. Well, like me on contribution this morning is it? Me the big for we don't move out of Sal because like now one thing me believe we people them where we get there we then trust in anybody we don't move out of Salon. Right? So the best way we back able do your level best, now we able fetter in the social media way. How we able do that? We don't move, now we they make this through family WhatsApp group. Sensitize them for anything where we tell we people them. I believe say they can trust in we. Because when you see most of them here, they go bad so presently way some people and they believe now, some people and they believe, some people don't even trust the medical people them due to the reports them within they give. Because like look like today, I get a call, when me they call me, they ask me say if now so people and they die now, where they don't die before they not see them get sick. They say so if now so in the happen now. So pass me for try me level best for confuse them. Try for sensitize them. So like we don't move out of Salon where we did in other different countries. The law we form them WhatsApp group, the family WhatsApp group, then we will talk to the people, them and sensitize them. As soon as we do that, I believe so with that everybody will see one side. Because we people them now trust we because them you way they send for them. Any way they happen for any way you tell them. They say, hey, that may begin they don't move, they Salon again. Now out in we get that belief in the Nigeria. We people them get that belief in the. So now back now we don't little way how they will do that. Sensitize in the social media or make a WhatsApp group, that family WhatsApp group every day with the ring am now is. And something they look baffled with concerning this death case reports. That they totally, totally baffled every Sierra Leonean. For say all the death cases they within the reports. Now pass way somebody don't die and discover them, say and get the virus. So how they can able to do now for trace them people and know that person we don't get contact with? That back the baffle people them. Trust me, that in the baffle everybody in Sierra Leone. So that's my own contribution. That thank you very much, sir.
All right, thank you very much thank you. Yes, caller, I live on your name and inside the call from.
Constance Leone from Australia. Good morning, sir.
Yes, sir, you get a platform.
One for Tele Plenty. Thank you for the daily updates where they give it on daily basis and how we engage with self as Sierra Leoneans, both from Freetown and around the world, is very, very good and very, very educative. Brilliant contributions from people. And we just want to continue to emphasize that the COVID-19 is real and the disease is spread like the wildfire in Hamatan, and people need to take it serious. Let people adhere to policies that the government and WHO recommend. If you can do that, I believe that will save lives, because I always emphasize in any public health emergency, public health education is the paramount, not the key. Now that get government and every one of us get for continue to emphasize on. Because the more you educate the public on daily basis, emphasize on the dangers of the disease, the better the whole world will become. This again, now this always we can say, we not get structures in Africa. And this again exposed not only Africa, the whole world. This COVID-19 challenge the whole world. And every government loopholes them where they get and where they neglect. This is an eye-opener. That restriction of people, especially goods and services, and makes somebody forget past, and for go back online, for go apply for a pass. You look at 90% of the people that we engage in agriculture in Sierra Leone cannot read and write. And not for talk about how they for sabi use a smartphone and use the internet. That's very, very challenging. I don't know that idea there. That's very, very challenging. And that they tell you the chain of distribution of goods and services in Sierra Leone not get structure. This is an eye-opener again to we Sierra Leoneans and government institutions, more especially the Ministry of Agriculture. Because if they get a chain of distribution, wherein they get wholesalers then, who they buy agricultural products from local farmers then, it could be very easy for transport then goods then across the country without people involved. Now only one person will be involved in the truck. Like overseas, if Coles want transport food stuff from Perth to Sydney or Adelaide, they don't need people for kind of direct post you get the products for kind inside the truck or go to the transaction. No. So that don't say then get the system then they perfect in the first world country. So that government backward don't look. If government want to do that, make them get established wholesalers then across the districts then where they buy them goods here from the farmers. And government, if they want, they can make their own agency. They can buy them goods here direct from the farmers and Makini, Nakailau, Nakono, Nabu. Then they cow them at the city, more especially in the city, and they find it difficult to get the food. So that will be the challenge. But other private individual income, they open a business wherein they will be wholesaler, they can go into the provinces, buy goods and services from the farmers and transport them at the city. If not to that, it's very challenging. The money inside may not get out in the Auditor General in Sierra Leone. That woman is one of the best civil servants ever in the history of Sierra Leone. That woman is very transparent. So the government is spending money like I want. That woman not care. We already forget a report. If you're looking at here, it says in here, you make error. The past government is doing with no hesitation. And you're not going to be afraid of this government or tackle them if anybody will make any misappropriation of this fund way related to COVID-19. Now that's my main contribution. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Yes, caller, you there live on air? You name and where you call from?
Oh, Triple A, they talk to me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Hi, Triple A. Hi, everybody. How do you do? Sure. Thank you very much for this forum. Triple A, with me one talk today, really in regard to a couple of things that we mentioned. But one, I don't know, I've been sent a WhatsApp with a call today about one lady we make a claim, say, gonna 34 and stuff like that. I don't know if you'll be able to investigate or inquire about that, because that to me, I don't know if it's.
Now, I know I will discuss that because since we get Bokutin in our table, then the line just left us.
Okay. All right. That's good. Well, the thing is, Triple A, now in regard to we within the diaspora and how we they communicate to the people na Freton regarding understanding the severity of this disease, of this virus, because you can almost believe, say, up to now, people are still the way they call people and to tell them, say, this thing not real and not good. They not even exist. But we are just like what you said earlier. We all in some of we, whatever part within the world, you don't need 1 month, they don't even come out. 1 month, or more than 1 month, they don't even peep outside, except for go buy rest and consider now what's in need. But yet, they will tell people and say, this thing not exist. Two, and they try to talk about why the minister info hold 7.5 million, then the minister of finance hold another money, even though in a Bank of Salon today. Waiting at the things and what this minister want to do with this 7.5 million, we all know for the inside one pot. Then I want two, in terms of this give people a pass and not give people a pass, they really need for shut Freetown down. Freetown need for shut down. Because the heavy dose, it come up from Freetown urban. So that don't say Freetown choke. They need for shut Freetown down now and make sure, say, because all the corner and all the how then they call themselves, then 70 with them call with them, then from Grube and all them places. I don't even know how they term them, how they call them anymore. Now, Freetown no more they exist. Because you go to the provinces, they don't see too much of all the ghetto and all the area, then they will say people are just cluster in the thousands. Now, Freetown no more, they all the thing every day. Because all man don't come on at the province, they can't sit down at Freetown and say that they the wealth today. You know, so now Freetown, to me, now fits in a Freetown, because according to the list we can put for we na Facebook, really not just put local Kenema. You know, now they no more and Freetown rural, Freetown urban. You know, then a McKinney, you know, then a Cambia.
I get one na Yele, the other one at Tonkolili district, and be from Yele. Now one no more than get from Tem.
Right.
But the majority in Freetown, yeah.
Right. So maybe say a Freetown then get for concentrate on. Lock Freetown down and go to work. Then people that they cannot take this thing careless. Because the way to me the deputy minister of working deputy minister of Foreign Affairs got to do with Corona. Why them pull the lady over the Why them bring this guy? They got to tell you what that lady they do. Why they move him out? Why they bring this guy? Which kind of qualification? This guy is a lawyer. I've been on the watch him for too long. Now lawyer. What he able to do with all the information? Because we not see any good information or any sober thing when they tell me from where you don't take over. So then people are, they got to take this thing serious. Because I know say everybody want to let them shut the whole country down. Then when they say for shut the whole country, they get other people and when they come back and say, oh no need nothing for shut the country down, water no day, light no day, you're not going to do that, people are not getting feeding, people are not getting for it. It's too much. But the country itself got to look to waiting good right now. Not to about because we are. Never tell us I wanted to shut down. The next person will call is a little shut down. So beyond that for act like a leader. He get to act like a leader and do what's best for the country. Not to waiting some of who they talk. Maybe it can make sense, some of it can make sense. But he get to act like a leader and do what's best for the country. And that no more, my brother. Thank you very much for taking me call.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, caller, you're live on here. Your name and also the call from?
My name is Abdulrahman Sisi and I call from Algeria.
You get a platform.
The contribution towards the program is by taking the money showed in shape in two ways. Mr. Mini,
well, we don't lost that caller there. I don't know what's happened. Maybe they try to explain, but we lost him. Maybe he go call back. Make look out whose friend, make you give you on quick what he gets for you. Yes, whose friend, you get a platform.
Okay. What I get here today, good evening everyone there and good evening brother today. And just my sympathy and condolence to the three who don't lost now the COVID battle here in Salons. I feel very sorry for them and I hope that the family will take courage as we continue for fight this year in Salons. The only thing I just want to emphasize small, just talk about small. And somebody will be talk about ventilators, then about they're not useful, really 80%. They're not useful. But in this case, they wouldn't get na US. In some way, it's practically right in terms of the number. But the only thing where I just want to throw a bit of light, and at least I will take time the weekend, I will note down a few things all time good day. The ventilators, the reason why people in relay wouldn't need them, they go admit them, then they get for end up with that one about 80%. I believe, say, as I believe, say, now specialists of ventilators, they're not there looking at the demand of the patient, then when they come for use them. Because now like fast track, they try for do. And ventilator, what is a ventilator? Now, till they go help you for let your lungs breathe. Sorry, excuse me, your lungs not able for really breathe in and out or up and down. your diaphragm, your chest, you're not able to contract the actual natural way. So within the mechanism they do now for help for blood that breathe the in and out. But some, because of most of the nurses them just train on medical. The ventilator then, I think they will get for need a special training. And when they get special training, they involve oxygen therapy and the mechanism in terms of the one they do anesthetic more, the anesthesia area, and then they deal with that thing and the more. Or people who they do ambulance, even the ambulance set, they already give not just a certain capacity. The actual one wouldn't they admit the person now for like they long and not different speciality. Who sometimes they can get tracheostomy, sometimes they can get intubation, they get all sorts of ways for let the air go. But the area where I just want to emphasize is why the people then die. Ventilators, even in normal circumstances, it cause you for let you get pleural something. In other words, you get a defect between the lungs and the rib cage. Because now your ribs then, you know the church, but space there in between your ribs and inside the lungs and can hold. So if you breathe the blow and more, it tells itself the alveolar outside the breeze, the sac of the air, outside they go last high, it burst and the breeze they come on, it go other side back. That's one thing. Then it even cause back infection, the lungs back, instead of it normal, it overblow. So there are all complications there. And I've been discussed that with a friend. I say, we see them boku die now. People who they don't go for intensive care. Why then they die boku now, despite the underlying disease? The other factor, what the ventilator now they do, because then they fast track, and a ventilator now 1-to-1 nurse, 1-to-1. You can't get plenty nurses. Good enough in one green for ventilate somebody. That is the ratio of a ventilator to a patient. Then I just want to help me, brother. Not for say it tell a lie, say the people they're not useful to them. But when you get for look tomorrow, when they make a documentary, you will see somebody go bring them up, say these are the reasons why some of them died. Then one thing. The other area now the food area where they say people and forget past. I just want the government for try to say people are hungry, people need something, and they are also doing a very good job as alone. And then they really try to stand very well. But in doing it, let it not can be said, then they give you food, you are a hungry person, they say this is a very, very hot potato. We not get no other one, it's very hot. They can give you the only way you have to eat it, you get for really cold. And then go get cold, the environment within the get cold now very dusty environment. You get for let the protected cold. By the time we the cold now dusty don't go panam. So let the situation like this not can be wherein people then get for undergo a process of get a pass, go online, go to line. So the time go don't reach. Some of them goods food they don't harvest, then go don't rot in or then go don't go out of date, whatever will be perishable goods. Then one thing, I just want to let them reconsider this so that as they, as leaders, then they help so that they will be able to put certain things in strategy for let them go. And the news area back out in the give news, let them go able to help the people and for understand. I not go able to call name, but I read some people and they make a certain clip. And the person in own speciality is quite different from health. If they do good, you don't explain fine, but at the end of the clip, I heard the person say, well, the virus, when the COVID, it transmit through penda. No, it not transmit through penda and wounds. Because we know say that the Ebola been get characteristics. This not just your nose, your face, and your eye. So I know one back, then they try to do good, then fantastically, then they put small thing. So they will begin to put the people in doubt. Then they begin to put what they be saying, I mean nose and my eye and me mouth. Now then they say, well, I get wound safe for cover. So then go begin to get people in back for get wound. Say, well, I go try wrap me wound. What till they come back? Sepsis they come behind that one. Then I want thing. The final one no more, the mask them back. I want for say the usefulness alone. But again, we look the mask, the importance one. Then would they na open air? If you look 100%, when they argue back still with people then. The thing not to airborne. I'll therefore explain that tomorrow if I get any time in the week. Because when you talk about airborne, the born, B-O-R-E-N-E, Now something one of the past participle of BOR, what they say are born. So that virus not born in the air. It cannot live for long for say it go reproduce, it continue. But I feel say if me not them, but that one day not to salon idea that one day now global and not to airborne like a TB where we see in the air, it multiply, it go other side by air, it goes so. But the only thing, if the place close, what breeze not the blow, if somebody cough, he will go take 2 to 3, 4 meters. That way they inside that closed circuit, they would the pressure is not negative. You see? So it's able for inhaler, the mask is useful. I not discourage the government for implement the idea of using masks because of people able to absorb social distance. But I once again, wouldn't they do this? Let them educate them. But before me, I don't hear they talk say now I want full stop. I try for saying I want not to sue me, we don't learn with small science. Nobody know they listen. Why they talk to is my friend? Because they say it mean. But they travel by air, open air, we did it before they remember the bridge don't even after 3-4 meters and the air they dry. So when they talk say airborne, it's different from this. But that one day now the leaders them because when they look even Trump what they do, that in business now separate now. In way can't they say, oh, it's I call it hard and call them he overwrap. He said the graph, he said, well, I don't overwrap today. You see, so everybody is going mad about this. The only prayers, we are praying now for leaders to stand there and say the right thing to people. And now they're ready for help. Let God give the provision, Lord, can help people. But if the leaders, everybody don't just confuse in the whole thing. The message is going, but the message is not filtered. The message needs to be filtered, Another thing more, but this Saturday, tomorrow. Thank you very much for giving the platform. And I thank everybody who always come up for always ready for cooperate. And those who are ready to help, let them continue for help because you are somebody genuine. Let them just give what they will give. No proceed for help this country. Thank you very much and let God bless you.
Thank you very much, Usfend. Yes, caller, they live on air. Your name and who the call from?
Hello?
Yes, you're live on air. Your name and who the call from?
Yeah, this now see that I call from Missouri.
You get the platform.
Yeah. Let God bless you, Ramadan Mubarak. And this particular issue I read today back, where did it have talk about internet business na salon. Internet business is really hard. So if this man they talk about internet for them driver and for them people who they do business for who do internet for their business, I don't know how this thing therefore go to. And this lockdown business, we they talk on this. We they beg to government, may listen to people there. That particular country, the salon, they need for lockdown. If the salon no lockdown, this thing is the worst. Because imagine the last time I be listening to your program where they say you pray that we not get back to back. Like how we get back to back the corona where we get 2 every day 2. Imagine right from day first that we get 1, yesterday we get 1, today back we get 1. We don't die to corona. And we be saying not even detect and where the people and be they sick. Now where the people and they almost die, now you send and detect and say this person get corona. Who knows who that you don't go contact with past God now, because people it's not easy for the people to ensure themselves. It's a lower sabi, it's not easy for the people to ensure themselves. So we they beg to government, at least let them try for lockdown that country there. If they need a lock all part, but free tongue they need for locking down. Let people learn beer. Okay, for instance, they can say this now war. During the water, you need to think about I not get water, I not get light, I not get thing for it. We just manage. We need to manage the situation. We not say it's not easy. But now management we there for manage, say Allah make them possible for we. But if we talk say everything for be comfortable before ever they lock that country, it was. But for government there, if they listen to we do and a beg with a big. That particular country, especially Freetown, at least lock and down. Because this thing, it don't work. Look how many cases there we don't get. Inside a few days there, not even each month it. Look how many cases there we don't get. today and I beg with a big Papa government. People, let God bless you. Let God bless you for all what you do for we. At least you make we get all the information there what we need for get. Let God make you see the reward. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Siriatu. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Yes, caller, I live on here. Your name and who side you call from?
Ane Adiprat, I call from Iran.
Yes, Ade, you get a platform.
Yeah. I want for know, but then 3 death them. If they make any contact for trace the people them, we get the family of them people and they will die. For know whether if they say don't contact the virus or not. Then secondly, I want for ask if gloves, the medical gloves, they're not important than this coronavirus issue here. Because more waiting in the talk about the mask. They know they talk nothing about gloves. People that they're gonna market two man and they sell, they know they use gloves. If somebody contact the virus to go holding, because they say the virus can land on site, if you touch it, go na your hand. If you go na your hand, they sell market the other person. People that they can't buy, they know they use gloves. They know go transmit the sick. All land and I for ask. Thanks very much.
Okay, on that part of the gloves, the other day, now the press conference, they be try for encourage, say, they're going to encourage more of hand washing than gloves, like we make example for the Makitum and them, because the Makitum and them, we exchange, let me say, like goods for money. You take the money, if not gloves, okay, you don't take this person money, then the next person come back, you don't take him money, you take back that same one, you don't get change. But if after you take you do one transaction, you go, you wash your hand with soap and water, say, then it don't clean, then you do another transaction, rather than if you get gloves, you deal with 100 people, then, you go keep yourself safe, but at the end of the day, all the transaction, the way you do, if corona there among, you don't multiply into all the people them. Now that one them they try to say make them encourage more of soap and water rather than gloves.
Okay, thanks very much. Okay.
All right, thank you,
okay,
Ade.
Thanks very much, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Yes, caller, you're live on air. Your name and who side you call from?
Yeah, well, here's Eric. It's a time. Yeah.
Yes, Eric, long time. You get a platform.
Yeah, a long time. Happy for being here today again. Well, pertaining to the present situation of the country, as you say, certain things that they want for put in place before ever it go out of hands. Like one the way most of the callers they don't really deliberate on and not go and spend much time on that. We, as you say, very necessary that pertaining to these goods for them truck man them. Where, as you say, the system we been in place was very good. Where then they travel with them goods then without taking pass. But the new system, with brothers, they don't talk a lot, but are not going to deliberate on it. It's totally wrong. And I hope the government will listen to it. Let them go back to that old system. If they don't want the country go backward, where people then go hunger. Where Boku hungry go then at the country. Because the people then they only get goods then through from Freetown to the provinces, through mobility of them truck then, and also from the provinces to the capital city through the same mobility. So that's on that side. But two main things that they were really aware now where they want to deliberate on. One, not pertaining to leadership within the country, especially the figureheads, they're one the way they're supposed to set good example. And there are two sets of people when you go and handle or deal with. One in the area of journalism. Journalists therefore play a very good role for the development of any country in the area of media, the way how they pass on the message. Mr. Freddy, I don't work with two media agencies for 20 years like Germany. So I know that very well. And the second side, nine are with politicians then. But let's deal first with the journalism, in the area of journalism. This afternoon, there was an interview on AYV where some journalists there, the moderator and one of the other panelists, where they asked one of the representatives of the Minister of Information concerning the rules and the new regulations, whether they insist on that the government really do a total lockdown. People in the talk on, okay, that's good in some sense. And also, then they talk about these marks, you know. But then guidance, they had been put the questions across. In some other countries, they will even endanger themselves because they were not doing the right thing, not to the right rules there in the area of journalism. You're not going to say in the first place as a journalist, you therefore be an example, especially in the era. People that they watch you on television, they talk about face masks, when you not even wear them. They ask government for insist on them. You therefore set the example first. Both of them, the moderator and the other guy, the other panelist, where himself now be a journalist. Then even the other panelist, they didn't bring example about Yile, the situation of the quarantine system like Yile, you know, get more concrete, valid proof. You know, when the representative acts out, the information ministry representative acts out, you know, get no concrete proof. And now there is a world of proof every side. You can for show pictures, you can for show evidences. When they defense itself, which was very bad, you know, good for journalism. And so we are not going into that. But as you say, the way how they transmit it and even comment on the system, on AIV, I say if that guy there and a real journalist there, or a kind of partisan, because we don't want no political business inside this COVID-19 business. If they come with that issue, it will really worse in other country. So anybody when you're a journalist, you belong to a political party, so get better party system. They don't work in the interest of the country. Represent the people, they're not a party who they therefore represent. Then the second side of it, now pertaining to politicians, it really sad, AAA, last week, where I see a video where with all this, what they call social distancing, wear masks, where people that wear with politicians, and some of them for really be the figurehead for such example, when the former president of Sierra Leone, and it's by Kuruma, he moved a big delegation from Makeni to Poloko just for go open Shia Jazzy then and Poloko to the youth then. I see that video there. With no masks, everybody were there, you know, no social distancing. And the thing was, the lobby, really, this man here, really, they feel very good with them. Well, if I don't just distance, it's like get that in respect day. Let we respect her, let people respect them. Let it party the whole country. Let it be a figurehead where it go give advice to the present government. But this Mr. Kurman only do that. It put himself always in a funny situation. You know, good for himself, like, you know, good for the image of the country. It was really sad, AAA. Then I asked even the military guys, whether they guide them and some other police officials, which is not the duty, you see? And they tell us, all Sierra Leoneans, and even not from more, the other politicians, they were even there with them. We organized it, we helped to organize it. We now Kamarimba during APC time. Now we be the advocate for her. The treatment when they clear. During that Ebola time day, if the best the way APC where they put in place, if Kamarimba go out of their laws day, and if I don't see the way how they deal with her, even when you go against any law, the way how they deal with her, whether the locker of Nakandebari. So also they advocate for her. They inside the system now, they try to undermine the system. And also the government they do not the people of Sierra Leone. The life where they put at risk. Well, it's very bad. And we can tell the present government, and with this man here, this Alex Baikoma, this thing that we don't begin to do back. We need to advise them. With this, the whole world, they're very serious about this COVID here. So anyway, if they sick, now Germany, they go for medical treatment. Now that is another again. They don't see recently the chief of staff in Nigeria, he died of COVID. He got money, they will have a burial in a shallow grave, now Abuja. You see? So let me take this. So my brother, I go really want certain man, they already take their time because if the present government, they deal with them, you know, there's no side way you go with them or this into that. Can they remove just the security forces? If they complain outside, the international community outside, if they complain. Now they're not going to listen to them. So I beg them, And they beg the whole country, the journalists, with politicians, no, we all abide by the law. Then people that abide by the law for the good of young people, then they do not bring politics inside this thing. This is not a joke, people. So now your contribution that.
Thank you very much, Eric. All right, thank you.
Yeah, thanks very much.
Yeah. And I want to I know say a lot of things then people in the recycle. A lot of things and people in the recycle. I want to say the video where Eric Pine they talk about an old video. A very old video that one day. But now the same thing for propaganda. It's on both sides. It's on both sides. So now I make on this platform, I know you want to encourage like people and where they call names like it's one-sided. That particular video, the way Eric Pine they talk about to now very old video. Not so new video. There was another picture again, even for Samura Kamara, where they begin past say Idenatong, and that was an old picture too. So yes, call ID live on air. Your name and who the call from?
Yeah, this is Omar from Minneapolis.
You get a platform, Omar.
Yes. From what I gather, I think you mentioned say money there for COVID-19 or they don't put the one port, correct?
Yes, sir. 39 billion, but they don't spend 17 billion. But the 7.5 million we World Banking in there on the side, Ministry of Health and Sanitation gets a project for them where I still forfeit COVID-19 then they use.
I see. Oh, me own 2 cents per this. If that money then for COVID a day, now we they see the cases where they show up. Based on those cases, then they not able to trace them people and they're going to hospital before they die. I think we get a dire need for a mandatory testing at that place there right now. And if we happen rapidly, right now, and for begin test everybody at that place. And I hope Sierra Leoneans they understand say not to think whether to go infringe on their stuff for. They're not they impose that for everybody in betterment at that place there. And we separate overseas. I think that money needed and for begin user now for do a mandatory, universal testing for everyone, whether you're in a village or they say that money needed and for begin user right now. You understand it? Now that I feel say we're able to combat this here for because you don't see now the thing done in the community where they even segregate whether I get the thing or not. And the worst thing and they don't happen so. So now, they lead that and they listen. Then now them for do that mandatory testing for everybody now the country. Whether you do or they outside because say people will come on now the city they go apply this, that. So nobody no go say every place don't safe now that place. Whether now applying the day because people are don't move already. They don't go to their villages that day. You no go pull anybody in that country. The another thing about that internet pass stuff. They're unbelievable. I don't believe this stuff. People landing at that place, they're not able to get day-to-day stuff there. You say na internet stuff. How them people that live for that internet stuff, that pay and pay for let them get access to the internet. You got to be kidding. You got to be kidding. I can't believe that they try to implement that kind of stuff that they, These are the things that we need for real scratch your head for this, that, Now, simple stuff you need for implement, where everybody will get access for this, that, and prevent people the way they make money out of this stuff. But you say internet. Even at the first world, not to every place get internet. Right now, we still done for them people in the struggle because they're not going to do that distance learning stuff. And the suffer right now. How them for handle the students there? Let alone as Sierra Leone will not even go no way. Not get internet infrastructure there. You go see people and the register through that one day. How you go expect that for go on anyways? Anyway, now me own contribution that day tonight, okay?
All right, thank you very much, Omar. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, call ID live on air. Your name and who the call from?
Yeah, my name is Jaffa Call from Tennessee.
You get a platform, Safi.
The contribution today is people they don't talk now. Most of the stuff that I get for say the contribution when we get today regarding about the transportation of the food industry in Salon. We say food no dey exist, life no dey dey. Even somebody they die, if you see the person refuse to eat, must not say the life don't already be done. The government then get for they play a part, but they get for they get a lot of parts more for play. Because first of all, provision not day for the people they lock down. Now wouldn't they say they lock down, made them lock down free? It's good for everybody, good for me and you and the one the way they did. But trust me, we said that they lock permanently in a free time where they say like a month or week where they say nobody know they go up, you know they go down. Before then they open. Let them go friend new then in ground for bear the one the way angry there for kill. If you provision there a little bit, you don't get for satisfy everybody. This not to government breanka, not to me you breanka na the whole disease. But which would they na? The company and the work, make company from all these things, and we don't want, we know, now more hours than they request FedEx. Because why? Now then they supply the whole United States. Let me say all over, because we get some plane the where they come up, where you get German, you get 2 German plane right now. The 500 plane will be there now, only FedEx. But now we get Germany, we get this, we get that, together. Why? Because now then they supply the medical goods, the food, everywhere. One, if you then say less businessman, they go load me goods, then can go na free time. Me no they did. At least make them sign one person. If you 5 people then get business, let one person follow the business. Okay, when this one person not follow the business, please make sure all the money that they can, when they come back, buy this, load this about to come, all money they pay. But if you then can't load somebody in food, then can go na free time. Like we say no more. When this thing on the disaster we get for commodity pandemic business, then they nine because they want in the back the small thing where they don't lock them that when this in business don't can a free time, you don't cancel. You should they eat out with him picking it because they don't go lock and they don't get nothing. Now one thing, the provision we lack naturally, it get for bring boku disaster. Secondly, I just they send me Cornelia to Miss Almami, we don't die in Philadelphia. Let God make his soul rest in peace with the other people who die. The maxi on part. We need them in Africa, whether COVID-19 or COVID-19. When people then they work at that dust where they come up, then they na other disease for we the Africans. Some person they work all day. I remember will be small. If you travel for long, go upline, where you reach the net, where cough the dust in the cover, where blow your nose, the dirty they come on and you know sweet they go at the mommy say blow your nose, where blow your nose, the dust they come on. Then they will need them. Would they teach you people and make them begin to use that mask, whether COVID-19 or COVID-19, then they protect them, make them well long sleeve, at least where they go. If you land that day, if you then land and even the sunburn, if they reduce my skin, where they wear that long sleeve and you cover a month, where don't cover a month, only way gonna look that much or how the dirty they see don't para. Then the government, if they help and that part they we shape way they now because they want and they like we say no more. What person no sabi. What person no sabi. Even war when I war, some people then they free to then say then they ask if the rebel get jail. After the war, land my freedom, and they all man will say, yeah, where they apply people, then they run, then they can now the locked up and now so this thing don't they. Then they hear some people, they not get radio, they not sabi. If they find creative, they not sabi, but say then the party, people they don't die in America. The one day now where they so long continue. And for help the government, for help people, for go the extent to the level that call have been said, when you call you person, now you they make it a friend, yeah, and the worst news in life when you say, wait, she neighbor, hey, my sister, they call me in America. Then this thing no say can play off. No people they make them go the fear. But for say that lockdown totally without a provision, not all. You go talk and he says talk. It will be a big disaster. it will be a big deal. We don't get provision when we say, okay, we don't come today, we don't come offload now 100 bags for this location, or we don't go offload now. Africa man we get two bags in 100,000. He say, hey, they don't say this month. This is easy now. This first month is easy for maybe lockdown go well if you provision the day. That's okay. This lockdown and so provision na end of day. Separate they can we not want to see nobody in that street. It's easy. The lockdown they go smooth. But if you provision no day, my brother, you not get for work. You don't get for work. So now my contribution today. May God bless you. And you fell asleep yesterday. Way as I been talk about the contribution, I not been get. If you be able to text me for that, no.
Okay, I'll go do that after the program. All right. Yes, caller, I did live on air. Your name and who side you call from?
Hello, AAA. This is Dave KT calling from Virginia.
You get a platform, Dave.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much again for giving me the platform. Today back. I just kind of want to ask a question because I've been talking to one niece today. Apparently there are some nurses that wouldn't be quarantined. So all then clinics and hospitals where the nurses and they've been they serve, like who they in charge of them place and they now. Because my niece now actually they work as a nurse, but now a private place they work. It say as of right now, basically then just don't tell all the private hospitals, like all the nurses them and all my for go sit on wait. So I wonder if we don't get 112 or so nurses that we don't get quarantined, isn't it time for make the government go able for use the extra nurses where don't go through trainings for let them able for incorporate them into helping the fight as well? I mean, I've been just calling a check on them, and that one they just come up as a discussion. So I said, I will ask and see if that was, something like that they go on.
Yeah, I think that one day a lot of nurses them, just like how we be here the last time, where them be say over 100 them be quarantine them, and now even then cases them we get the death na cannot all the nurses them we involved they don't add them. But we wait and see what governments get for do for bring them other nurses then just like what you say on board. But bulk of them but they not even get PIN code. I don't know how they go about them now, but I think we need all the hands them way for able help for fight this COVID-19.
Okay, yeah, I mean that would make sense to me. Because again, if people in there then they sick of other illnesses when not to COVID-19, they get for need their special other nurses and for help take care of them one and they whilst then get the one the way they address the pandemic where they go on. As far as money side, I mean there's a lot of money where then at the government hand where people then don't contribute here and there. I hope say the government, even though they want to do everything in a way, may they not hold on to their money, then there's so much that the thing gets out of hand, only for their money left in hand, and then the people, the sick end up for cause mayhem in the country, and then money we not there for recover from them people that will go down lost. But thank you very much, and many, many thanks to all the contributors.
Yes, caller, I live on air. Your name and who side you call from?
My name is Kuruma. I call from the United States.
You get a platform, sir.
Yeah, AAA is Italian currency with the little poel only for how many months? Since Corona we don't boss my country, and if anybody before us say it for what, somebody will feel say maybe you know like the country. But if you I don't care, I mean opinions and they vary actually and ideas and they vary. The government will try system best. You away from them, you'll still criticize them.
And you say, if you say, you get the best idea, you go, you say you implement your own idea, you must go there, then will criticize you. For the booking online, be AAA and also internet business in our country, the problem really. I mean, I quite believe say, maybe over 90% of where they call this program can air almost every day, or maybe for a week, we must talk to people in the salon and know what's in the situation. Waiting me they try for say AAA with all this lockdown, we didn't do movement CD. Somebody complain women able believe. Somebody travel from Kono, even though that be a must, the person if he forget to pass. But instead, he enough for people money for many just can't freedom. Already lockdown day, 2-3 people that don't tell me say they don't travel without pass. Salomon, I mean, if I'm not just Salomon, what's a man in general? We lawless. We lack for challenge. And this, to be honest with you, you will say maybe the government not doing much, but the only thing, the information, they sell them. And knowing the experience we Sierra and get from Ebola, when we feel say, this, maybe the government or we don't even need to advise them much. Then go sit down and recall the past and say, this make it not be like the previous one. When we feel say, the previous experience before don't teach we people them better. But as it is, not only God no more now we get for the continue for pray because we advise them. But believe in me, he had to make them really digest and say, this thing they and it dead. And the only thing that will make them believe, the way they go down see that bitter experience. Me and you to know one and we said them go down and say, give you this thing look fatal. We don't play today, they either audience. But the trend you will see say, each and everybody go afraid. And if we reach up to that stage, trust me, go fine. Go fine. But if you don't believe you me, waiting me they say, if they make the movement of essential goods a little bit stiff, that will make, people that no one do jubu, go make them fresh more. But if they just make and say, it's kind of flexible, but come on before take that advantage. And me quite know say, the reason they make the government they try for make this lockdown, I quite believe say, they need to want try put the sickness into siege. Maybe when they don't need to know say, that this part maybe they go try for maybe longer particular sitting down and then further. I quite believe say, I might be wrong, but I quite believe that the government can target that. But in as much as this thing don't go to that country, many people then many just expect this operation. And they must. And they, before them will see, light at the end of the tunnel, but then just like resolute the mindset, this year they don't come. They could suffer, they suffer. If we survive them, maybe that would be better than when we can lose life. But I'm here for AAA. Thank you so much. I'm going to say the yes to my Saturday. So thank you. Good night.
All right, thank you very much, Koma. Thank you. Make a call to Tony. Make we hear you waiting to get for we. Yes, Tony, you get the platform, sir.
Yeah, the first thing I will first start with, I feel say Freetown or Salone need an absolute lockdown. And the reason why they look at, say, they need a lockdown at this moment before things get out of hands, because if you look economically, then go to look and say if they lock down Freetown, because the government's in concern, if you say if they lock down Freetown for 2 weeks, then go lost a lot of revenue, then go lose a lot. If the thing become more fierce than it is right now, they will lose much more and spend more in recovery. So at this crucial time right now, before things they get out of hands, I feel say they really need for think and wise right now and shut Freetown down. It could be a much challenging situation for people then they go find their daily bread on a daily basis. But what now you lock Freetown now and create the inconvenience. Now government get funds. You get $7.5 million. You can use that on other projects and where you feel and say you want for you and relating to Corona or COVID-19. They already get 39. million and we don't spend, and then they get $50 we know if they don't change or not change it, and more funds then still they come in. They can still talk to companies then, just like you highlight when you start saying you get other mobile companies that we don't do on the ground for very long times, and then yet for make their own contribution. They can still contribute. You understand? But governments now need for lockdown freedom. The reason why you need for lockdown freedom because these 2 weeks you do a monitoring, you understand? You do your tracing and whatever. Because once you allow people move, they're moving from left to right, center, even Massachusetts. That's why it is just rising. Figures they go up and not get control over. Because people still they go about. I'm going to post office today. People in the Ghana post office do not put mask. The guy was so adamant that they sent people them away. Can you imagine people that didn't park? Like weekend tomorrow, Saturday, if you go, you see that when park people then did it with them picking them or whatever. You understand? So control all day. Naibek is still there on the rise and then party we did. But Salon, the best way possible if you can handle now, then definitely get for lockdown. Let's say, for instance, you have vulnerable people and within a community where we all know. Salon is a small community where we can identify different groups and where we know say these people are vulnerable, they can't afford it. Use that money, you understand, with the buy rest, you understand? Buy rest, enough rest, good quantity of rest, and share them to people, especially after when they lock down, because if you say you share them now, you understand, it will bring that kind of riot, a lockdown freedom, and do a zonal distribution through the honorable or the councillors, them, we know them, the areas, them. And make them know, say they account for them things. And once people then be informed and know, say, yes, government don't make this provision. If any council or honorable fall the fault of those things, definitely then go able for make a report, then get outlined. But if then they play with the situation right now, as it is right now, if you say, oh no, you look at the inconvenience, at the end of the day, it will become more worse for making them recover lost revenue than waiting in the field for loss right now. So me will take right now, governments get for really think hard, make sure say, even this pass issue, me not say there is an issue, getting pass online. And not say for me, because we know Salon say, but kuku day. This not will say for begin get transporter, then pass this and that. What you go see will happen. You understand? So man, or top down day, you get for go begin bribe, for make you get pass and everything. Go online and whatever. Kenya, there is a cashless person, most of them business are online today. Even toll road now online, you get it for yes swipe and pass. You understand? So for me, I'm not say there's any problem. If anybody tells the internet business and salon challenging, yes it is. But printing a document, there is no challenge in that. I can tell you for free. It ain't not bad for what go on one internet cafe tell them say I can't print pass when I want page they print. That don't mean anything. It is itself. Then go bunch that one place, you get for go punch. You got to remember, say, we talk about social distancing right now. If you get over 30, 50 people, then when they go bunch that one place, they go for go try for get pass. Kuku back there, we all know we society where we come up. Go online and easy print. You go to a cafe, tell them, say, I can't print this pass. It gets me easy for me. I feel saying that the most easiest way around the way they can able forget at any time. But they make a physical point where people then they go. Remember, say, we put against social distancing. You understand? Government forgets the military involved. Military in the sense, military equipment, their vehicles, them. They go for day. If they go for lockdown fit and go for make sure say all their logistics and the way the military gets, the police gets, all them police truck them, all them military truck them. They go for day for able for go convey goods them from upland or certain areas. Them. Government therefore spend. Corona pandemic for control and not to see we get for make add up business because it will hit you bad, it will hit your finances very, very, very hard when things get out of hands. And other countries like Ghana, I can tell you what they do. Then do them lockdown by face. Like how some people in the rightly they say shut down free tongue. You can left Bo or Kenema or whatever or McKinney side away if you say hit that much, make you see. But if possibly, if not that one and they then just weigh out the option because it's not one size fits all thing. It's every area or every town or every township or every country gets your approach for better. But for me, I think say if they're really, really serious for attack at this moment because the figure is just rising, they have to lock down. If possible, they get for lockdown, say, okay, now we lock free on the hotspot areas and we'll see the figures, then they rise at an alarming rates. Yes, they can do it now. Or say, okay, now we left the other areas, we they monitor the areas and they. But free on, beside the bulk of the figures they right now, where they come up, they absolutely need for that. That's not even second choice. No, they don't even need for this. No rocket science. They don't even need to think twice.
I want Oluyanda, Tony. I want Oluyanda.
Yes, Ibrahim.
A lot of people, they call for this lockdown of Freetown.
Yes.
What do you feel say na the issue na decentralization na the issue?
Okay.
Because I think, say, there is fear, say, if Freetown is locked down, every other side go suffer.
Abraham.
Because
it's true.
Everything is centralized in Freetown.
But
so this why for land we lesson, say, after, it's been a while we're talking about decentralizing Freetown.
Yes.
And one feels say, if Nabi, Bo, Kenema, McKinney, now they want them they be epicenter. Trust me, they will lock and down.
Of course.
But this drag foot, now because of decentralization, that's the issue.
Abraham, that's the same thing with this. You understand? Government not get for look at the resources or revenue they get for loss. You understand? Freetown we know say at the center where in everything food they come out they go up, especially we basic food stuff they all they eat rest. I can tell you something, if they lock Freetown from that Waterloo take inside Freetown, you understand? It could be the dividend we government will yield in control this pandemic. It could be very, 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 very positive. And the reason being because the bulk of the movements of people, you understand? We all know how we people then they move. Even when this pandemic me they listen to me, I didn't know on WhatsApp why somebody say, na lie, they lie, this sick, na lie. Recovery so not in malaria, people then get this and that. You have still people in denial, especially for Salon. That's now the one thing that we give government go for make sure to let people that really know say yes, this thing is real. You got people that we still there in denial, then just say, oh, na malaria, na this, na that. You understand? And now, especially now, the risk of this whole thing is when people then they die now, then you go test, then you know say now this person will die now from COVID-19 he die off. And imagine say you got other family members that we don't come in contact with this patient, take to the point of death. They all they need for gratitude. So in a best fit for government for get results, make sure that you supply rest this past 1 week, or to use this 1 week now, supply all rest and whatever way if you say you get for you, especially with government get for now. Government get for announce and tell you from the 20 something or from the 1st of June or 1st of May with the lockdown Freetown, the man. Whoever we want for move will go apply. Somebody go say yes. If somebody they will get sick, apple for go, it will spread an apple tongue. You understand? So now make this for me. I feel say the one of country, the one of country. They even hesitate for say, what's they go? Who that go die? Angry? I don't see nobody angry. No, they kill her with them, man. 40 days. And right now people in the fast. Now the most appropriate term this right now with people in the fast, so because we all know say we country. 60% or 70%, you know, so 65%, they are Muslims. And among these 65%, 40% most times they fast. You understand? So the demand for food right now is not as high as it is on normal times. So basically this time where people in the fast, where people are not where they go hunger because of fasting, then government for use the opportunity for shutdown because they will spend less. Definitely, they will spend less. Then get areas, then we government came for target. Say, okay, now we're going to Long Bench. Now we're going to Black Streets. Now we'll give them buy one bag grass. Side the way, you know, say, a vulnerable area, community them. Go down pay. Go sat inside the way, you know, say, give them rest. The money they spend for 3 days. They come up and tell you, say, they spend 4 billion. You understand? When me and you know, say, we not even see it. You know, visible for let them spend 4 billion. You understand? So if government want to be really, really prudent and really, really want for they got for beginning budgets now. With that balanced money where they buy rest, buy things for vulnerable people. Tell people then revolt them, Abraham, revolt them. Now drag castle that live for the eats because then they pull and give me send for we. People that eat dry cassava leaf, dry potato leaf, people in the dry. Now where you get life? Now you eat. We no want go no side level. Say for where the war begin at salon. Say it done. Some of you know what. You understand? Eh? Market now 3 hours. You they go now market for quick. All man don't go back now us. We get for if you say this, say it's a war. This is a pandemic with effect. It's really a war. So it's not normal times when you get for begin things say, oh, okay, people don't go suffer. Yes, and this and that. No, let them suffer now. They suffer. Who that go for dry cassava leaf? Let them keep. Who that go for dry fish? Let them keep. Who that go for dry potato leaf? Let keep her. Because we not say like it's ready for let people and keep them thin and they let them put them on a cooling. You understand? Tell them say in the next from the 1st of May or whatever, with the lock switch on for 2 weeks, let lock, bruh. I mean, it's not rocket science. You could save them more money now than they wait till this thing gets out of hands. You got to begin spend on recovery and spend more resources. And how many equipment do we have to test? How many equipment? I go test today and I ask so easy. The man, easy. We just walk on at the line, they put it in a my nose, pop, then pull out. Then wait till they call, then give you food items. If you want food items, you want this. It's so easy. We know say we own society not reach that level, they for let people and they walk in and check. You understand? But government need for put moralities in place now, bruh. Because they think people and they way get people and they way get and they know us. You know? Not me on take, bruh.
Thank you very much, Tony. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Kakao Taisatu. Make you get for me. Yes, Taisatu, you get a platform.
Hello, good evening, everyone. I hope the first day of fasting went well for many of us. You know, Ramadan Mubarak, Ramadan Kareem. Today, what me get for say in terms of this COVID-19 crisis, where I feel say already don't begin the overthrow things for we in our Freetown or Sierra Leone in general. I know Freetown and get in most cases. You know, and now we don't get 3 deaths in the country. Those of we know people that we not understand, see this not a real thing. I think at the time this will let them really understand, see this not a real thing. And I also agree, you know, with the previous callers and even Tony mentioned, say, you know, this not Ramadan, you know, people do not require so much, you know, time for eat throughout the day. You know, most of the time they need meals in the evening. You know, most of the people in our salon, we know saying are Muslims, you know, so hopefully with the prayer, the fasting all will help, you know, for combat this disease. But I think it's time for letting lock, you know, Freetown needs to be locked down. You know, we don't mean in any way, but now for Lord, just you look what the other country that we don't lock down, then still on lockdown because why? Then still not will understand why this virus, you know, it manipulates or it, you know, spread so rapidly and, you know, and it's very sad. And people then constantly question, you know, COVID-19, you know, why COVID-19, you know, if it's real and if it's the same as other, you know, things that are happening. No, this COVID-19 is new. The reason they get the name novel now because now new one. You know, ever surfaced now the air before. Yes, we don't get different human coronaviruses than in the past before when had the SARS, the MARS, you know, as well as other numbers and way we don't discuss now on March 2nd, you know, but those are ones that could cause moderate upper respiratory problems then like the common cold, but this one not ever take place, right? So this part in the previous ones, anybody can get some 1 or 2 or more of those viruses, you know, in their lifetimes. So down in the 229E, and then we get the NL63, then the CO43, and then HKU1 or HKUI, you know, those been there before. And then, you know, we see how, you know, we all can get upper respiratory, you know, infections, then we would be able to fight off without even needing a medication. Maybe say even if you stay in a house for like about 48 hours, you know, you can able to recover, you know, just by taking, you know, NSAID, meaning like ibuprofen or Motrin. And just like the flu, you know, if we get the flu, anybody who don't live in America, yeah, well, they get the flu season, they can tell you, say, you know, stay home if you know that you have the flu, you know, about 48 hours, you stay home, you hydrate yourself, you take some of these these over-the-counter, remedies, you can do well. But COVID-19, the incubation period is too long compared to the influenza. So now that people need to understand, let them not try to confuse COVID-19 with any other respiratory illnesses. Some of the symptoms, which I think it's time for law just review this, because people then get to understand, say, they get this from person to person. We don't talk about this, and we will continue to say that. And then the distance where then they really say for let's stay away from somebody now about 6 feet. This I feel like we just wanted to review this again today. And then, coughing, covering your cough, your sneeze, making sure you're washing your hands before you touch your face, and then when you wear mask, make sure the mask, as you wear a nurse, say, okay, fine, I don't wear the mask, it will protect me. So you don't go handle money, the money, you don't know, the person will touch the money, you get infected, with the virus, then, you could transmit and through that way. If you decide for wear gloves, because I think, I've been, briefly heard about that, if you decide for wear gloves, you get for change gloves in between, any transaction. That I have to say. Even we were the Oakland hospital, we know say between patients you have to wash your hands, you don the gloves, and then you remove the gloves, you wash your hands, then before you go to the next patient. That same concept, it goes for everything what you do out there. Those that love to wear gloves, they have to know there's a process, there's a way of doing these things, right? And then, in terms of mechanical ventilation, which I have briefly heard, depending on the department where you work, if you work at a critical care unit, you can get up to like 2 mechanical ventilation patients. And then, for every ventilation, they're not just hook you up to a ventilation just like that. Then therefore, you weight in kilograms and the tidal volumes. Then therefore do that multiplication, therefore make sure they then set them for your own body weight. So, not to everybody able handle a mechanical ventilation, because it get different, modes than where people can they on. Some people can they on like a synchronized, ventilation mode or CPAP. The synchronous is like where they do some part of the work and then the machine they do some part of the work. But if this is not a topic very interesting to people, then I think we can come up and discuss mechanical ventilation, and just so that everybody is aware of how it's done. But I don't think that's the reason why we're doing this talk. It's about letting the people really know what they need to do, what symptoms to recognize, and when to seek medical help, right? So, if you getting fever, or difficulty breathing, dry cough, sometimes, COVID-19, they present with GI symptoms. So a lot of people, they also pay attention to that as well. As we already mentioned, anybody with underlying medical condition, immunocompromised people, with cardiac or respiratory illnesses, then they are at higher risk, and age also a factor. At above 50, your risk is high, so these are some of the things that people then get for really pay attention to. And yes, not to airborne, but don't not forget, would they really isolate people there on an airborne precaution, not to just droplets with what we mentioned, the microcon and the negative pressure room. The negative pressure room really not for an airborne disease. But this particular virus, because they don't know so much about it yet, when they isolate the patient, then they use an airborne room. Only when they're not available, then they use the microcon in a single room. For ensure, say, the virus, nobody go outside of the room. It is filter itself. Now make some of them mask then get one that we get filter, then get the one that we not get filter. And then don't forget with devices them, with cell phone, with laptop, with tablet them, make sure say they clean and they with if you don't get hand sanitizer or like then chloro wipes them, definitely use any alcohol where you get about at least 60% in that. That would be very helpful to we all. And also the money thing where them they talk about, I really think, them for try and use this very wisely for make sure say it benefit the people of that nation, rather than doing it for something that, is not beneficial. And not forget complications for COVID-19 and pneumonia. And if really like now the pneumonia get worse, then the next thing is death. So that's why people then when they die from this COVID-19, it will be say now, the ventilator, not the support the lungs anymore, and the lungs definitely you need oxygen, where you say your body, the blood will go through your body, it come through the lungs and then pick up oxygen, and every blood will circulate in your brain get oxygen. So it is very important and lovely understanding the cases that we'll get. It's like every day, it's like a scary one. And now we African, we hope say, we will really come out strong with this, but I am scared to say it's difficult if people do not follow the measures then they don't put in place. And we really want for continue for talk to with people that will call, Lord, tell them what they go on, Lord, make like they understand, say this is not a scary moment, and something with them for seek medical help as soon as possible. Let them know they hide the disease, because the more they hide them, if we not 10 of them they live in the household, they don't infect everybody. If you recall now, so the last time one quote we did share talks about one person can infect 10, that 10 people then they infect 100, and then the 100 will infect, you multiply, it's just going to be about 1,000. So don't not forget that. And hand washing, make sure the way they wash your hand now with soap and water, at least for 20 seconds. That's not something where we try for the practice, and discourage the use of gloves really. And because to me, when you use gloves all the time, you just constantly left the virus all over the place. And I just want again for no there's no treatment, there's no vaccine, which we all been hearing, but we're gonna reiterate these statements, because why we want for everybody to understand say this is real. Look the number of cases that we'll get right now Salon, from that time we'll get first case to now, it's going at a very high speed. So we need to try to find ways that we can actually put a stop to it or put a break on it. So we don't take that in terms of the COVID-19, and then tomorrow we'll try for bring other things that we'll talk about. And somebody did mention whether you get this through wound. I just want to say, there's not enough studies for law even say that's not the case right now. Okay, whether this they go to, you will get the virus through a wound. So I really think we're not supposed to think about that. It's not a respiratory illness and a respiratory virus. So these are things that people have to understand. And not say, okay, the people that will die are just older people that die. So then, I'm young, I'm going to be okay. No, I don't think so. It even, in order to catch too many people in them, but, it don't mean say it not going to happen. Some people don't get this and they don't suffer from that. Right. So, and I also want to remind people that say we still try to get a donation from everybody, because we don't put an order in for law. We try for donate mask in the country. Since this not a mandatory thing, law do we own a little bit of support, no matter how little it is. Please try for donate. Reach out on the 646 number, which we AAA announced, for where you call for participating at the show. I think you can do it through Zelle or Cash App, for make sure say we do we own a little bit of contribution at the nation. I want to say everybody stay safe, and we have this. We just have to work together. If we work together, we can come out strong. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Aissatou. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now we go lock today on program. We don't go way over with time. We just hope for the best for Sierra Leone. And I think we will leave everything for tomorrow. How we can do them on Saturdays, eh? Not just left everything for tomorrow. Till we meet again. Okay. You can follow me on YouTube, because we want to tell thank you first. On Facebook, we don't get over 60,000 likes, and we get over 72,000 followers. On Facebook, we get over 60,000 likes and over 72,000 followers. On YouTube, we still get under 20,000 followers. Under 20,000 followers. And there's a lot of things them we will miss na YouTube. We know they na Facebook. The thing is, YouTube na the correct place for upload video rather than Facebook. Because on YouTube, you can go, after 10 years, you search for that video there. If you sabi the title, or you remember something where it relates to them, you search, it go come up. On Facebook, that one they know they happen. We do upload and so today. For fan and back safe after 1 week, it's going to be a struggle. So YouTube was meant for videos. I make a lot of the video they do like talk to the camera. Huh? Now YouTube would they put them. Yes, we get like this particular show. It is on YouTube again. Because sometimes you go remember after you say, oh, like when I start to talk about the other program who do early March. It easy make you go on YouTube and find Andy. Rather than finding it on Facebook. So in as much as you guys, we get again 60,000 likes and over 72,000 followers, which is very good on Facebook. But please, please, please go subscribe to us on YouTube. Subscribe to us on YouTube. We get 2 pages there. Sierra Network Production and SN Radio. Sierra Network Production and SN Radio. If you subscribe to them 2 pages a day, trust me, you won't miss anything. Like now, the Ministry of Information and Communication, then they give a daily press conference. If you want to watch another page, it's on Professional, it's dark, you name it. Go to the Ministry of Information then page. One press briefing, it will cut past amongst them. And the room dark. But Sierra Network camera can always be inside it. And we the upload on our SN Radio. If you want to hear clear audio, you want to see clear picture, go na SN Radio. And you know go miss nothing. Because most of the things that we talk here, most of the things that we refer to from the government, it's there. If we say now, we even get a video we upload about the people learn for do face mask. People in the when they do face mask, not home. And this video was recorded just a day ago. People in the when they do. Even tomorrow we get another video for upload. So if you not subscribe to it, you are missing out. Or you not just waiting to happen now and then forget about it. But we need to forget a portfolio. And that's what Share Network is trying to do. If you go there, you type Ebola, it'll come up in Sierra Leone, like all the shows they don't do about Ebola, I did it. Because we won't forget footprint. Things them where we don't upload 5, 6, 7 years, you go find Andy. That's why it's good to subscribe to Sierra Network Production and SN Radio. We get to comedies, we talk to the camera, we get different programs that we do. You're not going to miss out. You're not going to miss out. So make sure, say, you follow it. Let me see the numbers them up. My YouTube. Let me know, say, yes, we get all these followers on Facebook, but let me know left there. Trust me, if you go on YouTube, you will say, okay, I'll be done, they miss out. Till we meet again tomorrow, Triple say, tata.